Welcome everyone to a bout between sHaNkY and Strossus in the round of 16. On Metalopolis we do have sHaNkY in the red, spawning on the west position, and at the north we do have Strossus in purple. They exchanged pleasantries and we're underway. This is game 1 of a round of 16, best of 3. The winner, of course, going to be moving on to the round of 8 to face intense competition all the way up to the finals of the Clan Flatline tournament. Terran vs. Terran has its own quirks, as many know. Tank and Viking combinations are all encompassing pretty much. Hopefully we see a refreshing departure from that, but that is not necessarily the most likely thing in the world. Both players getting 10 supply depot, very, very standard. We will see some divergence, I hope, and I hope it's for the better. Now Strossus has finished his supply depot, and looks like he is going to be moving out with the SCV. Where to? We shall find out, as both players are just making an SCV. Looks like he is going to be scouting in the right direction as sHaNkY's SCV high-fives him as they go by. And now we have entered sHaNkY's base, and let me just say that sHaNkY is building a barracks at his choke, as is his opponent. It looks like Strossus is going to be opting for a double supply depot wall off, as it does leave a little bit more room for add-ons and swaps and stuff like that. We could see a factory here, which will also be interesting, but sHaNkY, keeping his scout alive and running around, does spot that his opponent is getting gas, but of course sHaNkY is getting that as well. So we will see pretty much identical builds at the moment. Looks like sHaNkY a little bit ahead of his opponent, finishing his gas, finishing his barracks. Let's take a look at the unit count and see that sHaNkY is actually ahead one worker as well. Interestingly done, sHaNkY, sir. Strossus was getting his first Marine, completing his wall off, and now the scout is stuck. Unfortunately, he's not going to see much that he doesn't know all himself. And look at this rally point, or this movement death. Looks like sHaNkY gets him just in time to move out, but we do have a Marine on the field, a tech lab going down on the racks, and Strossus getting a kill with his SCV. That's nice. sHaNkY does have a Marine out. It looks like he did most of the damage to that SCV, hopefully. Mules now on the field for probably both players, if I had to guess. Yes, indeed. Factory going down, second gas being taken. Who knows what we might see, but right now a second rack, so we might see bio from Strossus, as a factory at this point is the norm in TvT, but we do have nothing being pumped out of the tech lab right now. We do have Marauders being trained. Smart move. More supply depots. Probably going to see them on the periphery of the map, which is good for him because it will help detect any drops or Banshee play or anything like that. But we do have a factory just being finished now, so we'll see that an engineering bay is going down. Ooh, planetary fortress rush, anyone? Who knows? But we do have a similar thing in production for everyone, except the market difference, of course, is the eBay. And we do have a tech lab going down in the factory. Marauders everywhere. Marauders everywhere. And we do have a scan going down right on top of Strossus's army, and it probably caught that third racks as well. Strossus looks like he's going to continue building just a force of Marauders out, and look at this, 3 Marauders and a Marine. Of course, the Marine has to be the captain of the squad. But we do see that sHaNkY is getting a supply-blocked siege tank, and unfortunately not building a supply depot at this moment. And I'm not sure what the thought process is there. But now, the force of 3 Marauders and a Marine has appeared at sHaNkY's doorstep, and the Marine goes down without a fight. sHaNkY, a little bit out of position with those Marauders, doesn't really do a lot of damage with it. And now the Marauder and the siege tank is still blocked. We do have a supply depot in construction, so maybe that siege tank will be the difference maker. But looks like Strossus does have 4 Marauders now and that Marine, which has 2 kills. He is a baller. But it looks like he is going to die. Yes, just barely. Marauder focus firing the wrong thing, and now these Marauders will be working exclusively on the supply depot, and unfortunately SCV is not going to be enough to repair it. But look at this. We have a bunch of focus firing nincompoops not focusing on the supply depot, and unfortunately sHaNkY mislabeling or misclicking, not continually getting that area. But anyway, Marauders in the base now for Strossus, and that might be that. The siege tank still, the second siege tank blocked. This one has been out, and unfortunately might go down to these Marauders. Siege tanks though, very good against Marauders, dealing a little bit more but costing way too much. So sHaNkY taps out, and the first game goes to Strossus. So game 2, I believe, will be on Scrap Station. Stay tuned, everyone.